The second historical development in the concept or the social construction of juvenile delinquency coincides with the timing of the first one, the discovery of childhood. Again, the social construction of childhood. The second historical development comes around the same time. And this second historical development is the English legal doctrine of parens patriae. This concept really provides the fundamental legal authority for the idea of juvenile delinquency in the United States. The Latin phrase parens patriae literally means parent of the country. And as a legal doctrine, parens patriae gives the king supreme power over his land. And guardianship, very important. So the English common law of parens patriae gives the king far-reaching power as the supreme ruler and guardian over his land and people. And a lot of parens patriae is outside the scope of the course, but what I want you to keep in mind here is that attached to the king's authority was this notion of social welfare of dependent groups. So in exchange for allegiance to the king, what the people got was a concern for those, what they called dependent groups. And there was three main dependent groups. The first is children. The second is the mentally incompetent. And the third group is those in need of charity. Where parens patriae first emerges is really laws regarding inheritance, but it slowly evolves from inheritance and the king's authority to now the role of the state for the welfare of dependent groups. And for our purposes, it evolves into the role of the state for the welfare of children. So what evolves now is this idea that the state will act as parents of children in need. So remember that in the social construction of childhood, we're now seeing the evolving of an understanding of what parents' responsibility is in terms of educating their children. They're now there to protect and nurture, to supervise, discipline, and train and educate their children. So the role of parent is evolving as a status, and the role of children is evolving as a status. And now at the same time, the state comes in and starts evolving to take the place of parents if they're failing in their duties and responsibilities. So again, the idea of parens patriae is really providing the legal authority for the idea of juvenile delinquency and the early juvenile court for in place of parents if they cannot properly supervise and educate their children.